Channa. Channa. My name is Channa. I'm from Nanaska. It's pronounced as Nanaska. It's pronounced as Nanaska. So I want to take little time from you all to give an introduction to the OCS and MCS case study. So you get a rough idea about what is OCS case study, what is MCS case study. You get a basic idea about it. In Sema, some time ago, there were 9 theory subjects and there was one case study. There was 9 theory subjects and one case study. The old Sema syllabus was like that. I have been teaching since then. When we had one case study, I've been teaching since then. What we realized was, what Sema realized was, look here, no point of you teaching theory throughout and try to test the application towards end of it. Sema said that system will not be successful. Therefore, Sema said we need to teach few subjects, then see the application of it, teach few more subjects, then see the applications of it, teach few more subjects, then check the application of it. Therefore, Sema decided to introduce case studies not only as the final case study. Sema decided to introduce case studies at operational level, case studies at managerial level, and case studies at strategic level. Because Sema took that decision, today in Sema syllabus, there are 3 case studies available. We call it OCS, MCS, and SCS. Operational level case study, management level case study, strategic level case study. These case studies are called integrated case studies. They are called integrated case study because they integrate, consolidate, integrate knowledge from 3 different subjects. So for you to do the case study, you got to have a reasonably good knowledge about all 3 theory subjects for you to do the case study. That is why they call this case study integrated case study. Hi Michael, you're coming a little late, no harm, right? So Sema decided that we should have 3 different case studies: operational level, managerial level, and strategic level. The format of all 3 case studies are very much similar. The format of all 3 case studies are very much similar. Whether it's operational case study, managerial level case study, strategic level case study, format is very similar. What Sema said was, we said, there will be a pre-scene given approximately 6 weeks before. So 6 weeks before you get a pre-scene, the students are supposed to go through that pre-scene in reasonable detail. When we started this operational level case study, management level case study, strategic level case study, one of the big problems that we have is students are trying to look for real world companies too much. So Sema, we are giving you guidelines. Don't try to look for a real world companies too much. You can learn about the industry, that is good. Try to learn about the industry, that is good. But this case study does not represent one single company available in the real world. The case study does not represent one single company available in the real world. In 2015, when the case studies were started, initial case study looked like very much similar to one company in the real world. Now it is not the case. Now it is not the case. Now we have a case study which looks like many companies in the same industry. So therefore, one of the problems that we had with the students were they were somehow trying to look for a real world company and try to imagine same thing that happened to real world company will happen to you on the exam day. It does not work like that. However, we always encourage students to learn about the industry. Why? Because if you don't know the industry, you can't get to know about the company. You can't get to know about the company because how industry works is very important when you try to take decisions about your own company as well. Therefore, we want you to learn about the company as well by doing industry research. Now, my background, if you see, my background, I'm a member of Sema Global Council. I'm a member of Sema Global Council in UK, where all the key decisions of strategic decisions, key operational matters are discussed. I'm a member of the Sema Global Council for next 3 years. One of the things that I love Sema, one of the things that I'm really passionate about Sema is not trying to build a finance profession. No. Sema is trying to build a better CEO. Sema is trying to build a better manager for the real world. That is what Sema is behind. That is why we have removed all the hardcore accounting from the syllabus. Hardcore accounting. What I meant by hardcore accounting? The consolidation questions, the detailed workings that you need to do, detailed calculations that you need to do. All of them have been removed from the Sema syllabus now. When I did Sema, you got to do the profit and loss account, balance sheet, and put all the numbers, balance the balance sheet. Now we have removed all the hardcore accounting from Sema. You don't need to even have a calculator for most of the Sema exams. There will not be detailed profit and loss account, detailed balance sheet preparation on the exam day. There will not be. There will not be. So all what I want to tell you is Sema is trying to build a better CEO. We are trying to build a better CEO. That is what the main objective of Sema is. So your exam paper of strategic level case study, your exam paper of management level case study, your exam paper of operational level case studies have been designed and have been developed having that objective in mind. Each case study, let it be operational level, let it be managerial, let it be strategic, there are 3 theory subjects you need to study. It is very important for you to have the theoretical understanding. But on the exam day, we would like to see how well you can apply that theory to a practical situation. How well you can apply that situation to a practical situation. How well you can apply that theory, how well you can apply that theory to a practical situation. That is what Sema's intentions of designing and developing case studies. So exam day questions are going to be very, very practical questions. Right? So let me give you, I'm trying to set the background first. Today's session is not a long session, don't worry. Aris, Carl, thank you for joining. Some of you guys are coming in late, no harm. Some of you guys are coming in late, no harm. So what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to set the background. Today's session is not a long session. I'll take about 1.5 hours. I'll take about 1.5 hours, but listen to me carefully about what we are thinking at Sema. As Sema, you should know what we are thinking. Then only you will be able to face to the exam successfully. Then only you will be able to face to the exam successfully and pass. So theory knowledge is the base. But in the case studies, we are trying to see the application of the theory knowledge. We are trying to see the application of the theory knowledge. Now, let me tell you my background a little bit more. I told you I am part of the Sema Global Council. That is my academic side of it. That is my academic side of it. But if you look at in the real world, I have been working as a CFO, Chief Financial Officer. Then I work as a COO, Chief Operating Officer for a long time. Then I work as a CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Today, I work as a CEO of a listed company. My experience throughout the journey as a CEO, my experience throughout the journey as a COO, Chief Operating Officer, where I was responsible for 20 different factories. I was having an operation in Africa, where I was the in charge in setting up an operation. All those real world experience is what will be given on the exam day. So when you join our course, I'll be sharing my real world experience a lot. Trust me, on the exam day, exam questions will be very much applicable for the real world situation. Very much applicable for the real world situation. So Aris is saying case study application of theory knowledge. Yes, application of that theory to the real world situation. Now look at a topic like activity-based costing. Anyone who has done operational level OTQs, managerial level OTQs, we talked about activity-based costing heavily. So in activity-based costing, as you remember, we look at cost drivers, we look at cost pools. That is the theory part of it. But then, should we do activity-based costing for our company? Or should we not do activity-based costing for our company? Is a very practical question. I mean, let's say I'm manufacturing 3 products. 3 different products I'm manufacturing. 3 products are very similar. If the 3 products are very similar requirement of manufacturing, then no point of you doing activity-based costing to identify product-wise profitability. Because then there will not be a difference. Activity-based costing will be useful when the products are quite different from each other. The manufacturing process is different from each other. Then only activity-based costing will be useful to calculate product-wise profitability. Before we implement activity-based costing, we should ask, how much is your common overhead? Now, what is activity-based costing? You know what activity-based costing is, right? Direct material, very easy to identify and apply for the final product. Direct cost, very easy to identify for the final product. Direct material, direct labor are very easy to be identified for the final product. But the common overhead, CEO salary, finance department salary, marketing department salary. Hi Nana, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for joining. Marketing department salary. Those are common overhead. They are very difficult to be allocated for the final product. So activity-based costing is a mechanism to allocate common overhead into the final product. So no point of you try to implement activity-based costing if the common overhead is 5% of the total cost. It is a waste of time. But some of the companies where I work, common overhead is 35% of the final product. Therefore, we seriously implemented activity-based costing. It was critical for us. It was critical for us. It was critical for us. So, theoretical knowledge on activity-based costing will be very much different when you try to apply it to the situation given. So, this case study is all about application of your knowledge to resolve a day-to-day real-world problems. Day-to-day real-world problems. That is what the case studies are all about. When I talk, I will answer some of the questions available as well. Hi sir, I did operational OTQ in the previous syllabus. What I need to do OCS? Don't worry. When you join our course for the OCS, we don't believe you have gone through E1, P1, F1. When you join our case study course for the management level case study, We don't believe that you know E2, P2, F2. The entire E1, P1, F1, entire theory part will be refreshed, will be revised within our course when you join for operational level case study. When you join for managerial level case study, entire E2, P2, F2 will be revised and refreshed entirely again within the course through live lectures where you can watch, ask questions live from the lecture. Because your knowledge is too theoretical. We want to remove the theory part and give the practical sense. I will share my experience as a CEO. I'll share my experience as a COO, Chief Operating Officer, in real world business companies in 5 different countries. What kind of issues we had, how did we resolve, using the theoretical, using the theory available. So in the company that I work for these days, we are seriously working on some other theories on cost management for us to take some decisions. So they are used in the real world heavily. But my experience will be useful because I can share what happened in my company, what went right, and certainly what went wrong as well. Right? So we will share that when you join the course. So I have answered the question from Randil. I hope you are clear on that, right? Don't worry about when did you do OTQ, which syllabus you did OTQ. Don't worry. We will go through that entirely again. The problem is people who did OTQ in the new syllabus, they can't remember what they studied. So therefore, we'll have to do it again. So don't worry about that. Now, so this is the background of Sema, and I have given my background briefly as well. In education-wise, I have a first-class degree in accounting. I am a fellow member of Sema, fellow member of Chartered Accountancy. I had done my MBA from a University of Southern Queensland in Australia. I had an MBA from University of Southern Queensland in Australia. These days, I'm reading for my PhD in an interesting area. So when you join with me, I'll talk about how I got the fellow membership of Sema and Chartered Accountancy, first-class degree in accounting and financial management, and my MBA. We'll combine all that knowledge and share with you. You don't need to have all the qualifications. They're not really useful, so don't worry. But I'll talk about that. So now, if you look at operational level case study and management level case study, both of them are 3-hour papers. So can you quickly say, each and everyone, can you quickly say, are you trying to do OCS or MCS? And can you say OCS which month? Are you trying to do in May 2021 or August or later? If all of you all can quickly do that, I get a rough idea about the audience available as well. I'll get a rough idea about the audience available as well. Okay, thank you. So it's a very balanced crowd I can see between OCS and MCS, so I'm happy about it. So if you look at, so now let me talk about OCS and MCS. It's a 3-hour paper. The paper is divided into 4 different sections. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, Section 4. Each section is 45 minutes. So there are 45 minutes in one section. There are 4 sections altogether for 3 hours. 45 minutes in one section. Each section on the exam day will look like an email from your boss. Each section will look like an email from your boss. You got to read the email. Then you got to reply that email in 45 minutes. The email from the boss is your question paper. The email that you write as an answer email that you write is your answer sheet for the exam day. There will not be pen and paper use. It's entirely online paper. When you press start, the email number 1 will come. You read the email, number one. When you read the email, generally there are attachments to the email. When someone sends you an email, your boss will send an email. Hi, can you please review this report and give me your views? There's an attachment. On the exam day also there are attachments. Exam day we call it reference material. So you read the email from your boss. You read the reference material, which is the attachment. After you read both, in the email, your boss will tell you what you should be doing in the next 45 minutes and sending him back. So questions might be like this. Questions might be, do you think it's a good idea to implement activity-based costing? One question. One of our suppliers has done something unethical. One of our suppliers has recruited child labor. Wow, it was reported in the newspapers. Your boss is sending an email. In the email, boss is attaching the newspaper article. He is saying, did you see this newspaper article? Please read, attach. This is a very bad reputation for this supplier. As I remember, we buy a large quantity from this supplier. The question is, do you think we should continue buying from this supplier? Do you think we should continue buying from this supplier? So those are the questions given in the email. You got to then go to the answer screen, which is your reply. When you try to write the reply, to from subject date. To from subject date of the email will come automatically. To from subject date of the email will come automatically. It will be there automatically. It will be there automatically. You need to start, dear Peter, assuming your boss is Peter. Dear Peter, these are my reply for the questions that you ask in your email. First, second. So it's entirely online paper, 3-hour paper, 4 different sections. Each section is for 45 minutes. Your typing speed is therefore absolutely critical. When you join the course, we start measuring your, when you join the course, we start measuring your WPM. We take it very, very seriously. We start measuring your WPM. Right? There's a question. Can you go back and read the questions? Yes, you can. You can go back and read the question and come back to your answer. Yes, you can. When we join our course, we will start measuring your WPM seriously. Words per minute. We want you to type for 20 minutes. See how many words you type. Divide by the number of minutes, 20 minutes that you span. And tell us how many words you type for each minute. This is something we do it very seriously. We even categorize you into 3 categories: WPM, low, high, medium. If your WPM is low, you need our help to improve the speed. If your WPM is average, the way that you answer needs to be different. If your WPM is high, you can have a different strategy in answering. So I have seen students whose WPM are 16 to 44. Wow. Some had WPM of 16, some had WPM of 45. Quite a range available. So WPM of 16, 17, 18 is slow, low WPM, low speed. WPM of 38, 39 above are high. There's an average middle category as well. This is a critical thing that we need to do. Unless you measure your typing speed, you can't improve. Unless you measure, you can't improve. So step number 1 is measuring. Step number 1 is measuring. That's the step number 1. That's the step number 1. Step number 1 is measuring. You got to start measuring. So we start when we join our course. Tomorrow we are starting. We will ask you to type for 1 week, 3 days, every day 20 minutes, and tell us your WPM. We keep a record. categorize you into low, medium, average, then we will tell you different strategies to improve. More importantly, we will tell you different strategies of how you answer questions on the exam. Answering of the questions will be different if your WPM is 22 compared to your WPM is 32. That is a critical factor that we are trying to help you with. That's a critical factor that you are trying to help you with. One of the other critical factors where we will have a separate program for you, where we will have an entirely different program for you if you are doing the exams for May 2021. It might be OCS, it might be MCS. For both OCS and MCS, we have an entirely new different program. We call it writing skills. I mean, I have seen many students struggle with typing speed because they type slow. Some people can type fast, at least average. But they have another problem. They can't explain it properly. They write a lot of unwanted things. They start talk about one thing, from that they move to another one, from that they move to another one. They keep on moving to different topics. They're not concentrating on what they should be writing. Wow. And vocabulary, the number of words that they know is limited. So when you know only very few words, you can't write a great answer. So we want to enhance the business word count of you. So all those will be done based on a program called writing skills. We try to improve your business writing skills related to the case study given. So we ask you to do a lot of exercises. We'll teach you many different words that will be applicable for you. All that will be done in the course. So two problems that we have seen. Typing speed is bad. Language skills needs to be improved. Both will be taken care in the course when you join. Today, I cannot talk about the pre-scene because the pre-scene official issue date is 1st April for the MCA, so I can't talk about. Of course, we have gone through the case study and all that. But I'll tell you what we are going to do with you so you understand what you're going to do with you. In our course, we start with a topic called, the first two areas are called KYP and KYI. First two areas are called KYP and KYI. Yes, OCS case study is released, I'm aware. So KYP and KYI are the first two that we will start with you. KYP stands for Know Your Pre-Scene. KYP stands for Know Your Pre-Scene. Sema Pre-Scene is about 24 pages long. Sema Pre-Scene is 24 pages long. It is not really interesting, but it has so much of details. We want to make reading Sema Pre-Scene interesting. To make reading Sema Pre-Scene interesting, we give you a document called KYP, Know Your Pre-Scene. It is a nice and interesting PowerPoint presentation. It is a nice and interesting PowerPoint presentation which you need to go through. You can't Google about the industry. You don't have time to Google about the industry. Some of you all will have time, some of you all will not have time. Some of you all will have time, some of you all will not have time. Therefore, we give you a document called KYI. KYI is about the industry. So can you tell me what KYI stand for? Can you tell me what KYI should stand for? Can you tell me what KYI should stand for? KYI obviously should stand for very good, know your industry. Again, it is a PowerPoint presentation, so you don't need to go and Google about the industry. You can, please do if you want, but we give you a PowerPoint presentation after study the industry. So everything that happened in the industry, all the key issues, similar companies, similar problems, similar opportunities available in the market, all of them are available in our KYI, which is Know Your Industry. So those are the first two parts that we do. So you should do the same. You should go through the pre-scene many times carefully. You should go through the pre-scene many times carefully. We have been producing the prize winners continuously for case studies. We have been producing prize winners continuously for case studies. For management level case study, once we had the world's highest marks. Number one in the highest marks. Number one in the world. So when I talk to my SCS prize winners, when I talk to my MCS prize winners, they tell me exactly the same. I have the prize winner behavioral package available. We call it PWP, Prize Winners Program. We call it PWP, Prize Winners Program. PWP will help you to get the prize, be the highest marks in your country or be the highest marks in the world. The entire world has marks. So when I talk to my old prize winners continuously, they tell me what they had done. I'm trying to bring those prize winners experience for you, and I'm trying to tell you, old prize winners, this is what they did to get the prize. Why not? You give it a try. Why not? You give it a try. I'm not saying that you should somehow do that, but I'm saying this is the historical reasoning behind the prize available. So that will be a critical point. So what I want to say is, some of these prize winners, trust me, some of these prize winners, they have read the pre-scene 10 times, 8 times. My experience, when you read the pre-scene for the 5th time, you remember, you notice, you recognize things that you did not recognize when you were reading it for the 4th time. Let me repeat. When you read the pre-scene for the 5th time, you realize things that you did not realize when you were reading it for the 4th time. When you read the same document again and again, you get a better understanding of the document. So prize winners have read it for 8 times. In my course, we read the pre-scene together. We don't ask you to read the pre-scene on your own. Well, that is not very interesting. We give you the KYP. Other than the KYP, we send you many videos. We send you videos like this, recorded videos, where I read the pre-scene and explain each paragraph, each word, give my perspective to the pre-scene. We give my perspective. So you understand the pre-scene better. So KYP, KY are very critical areas. There's a question available. Let me answer the question. My problem is writing. I go blank as to what to write. Yes, that's a common problem. Writing skills is taken as a separate program in our course because of that. We take WPM separately. We take writing skills separately. We take writing skills separately. We take PWP separately. Prize winners program separately. So we take WPM, words per minute, improving your typing speed separately. Writing skills, business writing skills separately, related to your case study. PWP separately, prize winners program separately. That is why we do that. So don't worry. When you join, we will help you separately on the writing skills. Improve your writing skills. Some people are scared to type because it will go wrong. Some people, they like to type, they don't know the words. Some people know the words, but they can't construct a paragraph properly. Some people write very loosely. Some people write too technically. All those mistakes needs to be corrected. Some people don't feel like typing. So all those mistakes needs to be corrected. All those improvement needs to be corrected. All those improvements needs to be corrected. Therefore, what we will do is, certainly we will do a separate program called writing skills and WPM and the PWP right? So we start the course with KYP and KYI. We start the course with KYP and KYI. Then we move on to, so OCS case study is not Uber, very old car renting company. Very old car renting company, right? So, so it will be very interesting. It will be very interesting, right? I will be visiting and talking with many of the people who are in the industry for the operational level case study and management level case study before I start the course. I mean, last time the industry was a research park. During Corona period, I spent 9 hours in each research park, in 3 research park in the world, 2 research park from US. They put me the cameras and showed me the entire research park. 9 hours in one research park. Due to COVID, we could not go and see, but we arranged the technology. So we do the industry separate very seriously. Someone is asking meaning of WPA, words per minute. Words per minute, right? Words per minute. So there are students whose words per minute is 16. There are some people whose words per minute is 42. We try to give different strategies based on the people. So I have now talked for about 35 minutes. I have now talked about 35 minutes, right? Can you please confirm you hear me, you understand me? Any questions from what I said? Just tell me clear. If you tell me clear, then I understand you are clear. Anything that you would like to ask, please do ask. Anything that you need to ask, please do ask. Thank you, David. So David is using thank you, David. David is using what is available here. You should use it. So that will be very good. Okay. So there's a question that is being asked. I'm yet to complete my last OTQ. I'm confident that it can be done in April. What would be suggest my plan B? This is what you should do. You should join the case study class, follow the case study class, but give the priority for your pending OTQ. You join the case study class, do the minimum work. Do the minimum work. But concentrate on the OTQ subject. But if you join the case study course with us tomorrow, we will give you the videos about all 3 OTQ subjects. So that will be helpful for you to clarify some doubts about the theory subject. So you join the course for the OCS and MCS, and then concentrate on your OTQ pending. Do we apply pandemic situation to case study? No. Do we apply pandemic situation to case study? No. You assume there is no COVID. You assume there is no COVID and write the answers. Okay. So my first 35 minutes are gone. Let me move on. Our first step of the work is called KYP. Second one is called KYI. Third one is called GR. Third one is called GR. GR stands for ground rules. I'll be sharing a lot of ground rules that is issued by Sema, and I'll be sharing a lot of ground rules based on our discussions with the people who mark the papers. There are markers who are marking your papers, our discussions with them. And we'll be sharing you many ground rules based on the behavior of our prize winners. Ground rules are the rules that you should be following on the exam day, things you should be doing on the exam day, and things you should not be doing on the exam. Things you should be doing and you should not be doing will be given as a PowerPoint presentation, and I'll be doing a live video lectures on that. We call it ground rules. Stage number 3 is ground rules. Stage number 4 is called DD. Stage number 4 is called DD. Stage number 4 is called DD. DD stands for deep dive. That is where we challenge the pre-scene. That is where we go and ask the questions about the pre-scene and say, can it be? Is it right? Is it practical? We challenge the pre-scene where we go to the depth of the pre-scene. Where we go to the depth of the pre-scene. That will be done in the stage 4 where we call deep dive. So we start with KYP, KYI, ground rules, deep dive, stage number 4. Stage number 5 is a very interesting area. We call it co-activities. Let me tell you what co-activities is. What we did was, we were thinking, how shall we set the question papers? How shall we mark the question papers? So listen to me carefully. In 2015, long time ago, right? In 2015, we were thinking we should set the exam papers. We should mark the students' answers based on the skills. So those days we had 4 different skills available. Skill number 1 is called technical skills. Skill number 2 is called business skills. Skill number 3 is called people skills. Skill number 4 is called leadership skills. Then after 2015, we had one more. What was that? There were 4 skills in 2015. After 2015, we added one more skill. So now there are 5 skills available because we added one more skill. Very good. That is called digital skills. So earlier we were saying questions should be based on the skills. Marks were given based on the skills. How many marks did you get? People skills. How many marks did you get for business skills, people skills, leadership skills, technical skills? Were told to the students. Marking were done based on the skills. Then we realize it is not the best system. When you try to mark the answers based on the skills, students were concentrating too much on the skill instead of answering the question. Therefore, now we have removed the skill-wise marking. For OCS and MCS both, there is no skill-wise marking available now. Marks will not be given skill-wise. Marks will not be given skill-wise. Now we go by co-activities. For operational level, we have 5 co-activities. For management level, there are another 5 co-activities available. For operational level, there were 5 co-activities. Management level, 5 co-activities. How did we decide these 5 co-activities? Research was done with many real-world companies. What do finance people actually do in the real life? The question was asked from many private companies in the business. Tell me, your finance people, what do they do? What do they do? A junior finance person, what do they do? A senior finance person, what do they do? Very senior finance person, what do they do? We have prepared list of things that they do actually, and whatever they do have now been classified into 5 core activities. As the word says, core activities. What do you mean by core activities? The main activities. So we have now categorized, identified 5 core activities for the operational level case study, another 5 core activities for the management level case study, entirely different 5 core activities. Entirely different 5 core activities. Now, the exam paper is based on the 5 core activities. We are going to set the questions based on the 5 core activities. Each core activity has equal weightage. 5 core activities are there. Each core activity has equal weightage. 15% to 25% for each core activity. Each core activity, you have 15 to 25%. Minimum of 15% of the questions will come from each core activity. Maximum of 25% of the questions will come from each core activity. Each core activity. 15 to 25% is the range that was set. 15 to 25% is the range that was set. So you got to know all 5 core activities, because all the core activities will be tested. Some core activities will be tested a little bit more. Some core activities will be tested a little bit less. Minimum 15, maximum 25. So there will not be core activities where only 10% is tested. No, that is below the minimum. There is no core activity where 30% is tested. No, that is above the maximum. It will be minimum 15 to maximum 25. It will be minimum 15 to maximum 25. That is how the exam paper is set. That is how the exam paper is set. So you will be able to get a great understanding. You will be able to get a great understanding about all the 5 core activities. That is something that we do as part of our sessions. That is the 5th area. 5th area is called core activities. 5th area is called core activities. 5th area is called core activities. So, how many areas are there in our studies? There are 10 areas in the studies. There are 10 areas in the studies. First 5 I have explained to you now. 5 more to come. First 5 I have explained to you now. 5 more to come. Can I answer some of the questions available? Do I need to buy study textbooks? Forgotten OTQ previous syllabus. You don't need to buy any textbooks. We provide you the required notes for your E pillar, F pillar, P pillar subjects. We provide the required knowledge. You don't need to buy any other textbooks. Can I get a recording of the introduction? You can, but you can join tomorrow for the session, or you can send me a message if you want to clarify anything. Do I need to study and finish management OTQ before preparing for MCS? No, but you should have a plan to complete OTQ after you joining MCS course. So you join the MCS course, but do the minimum work for MCS, concentrate on the OTQ. When you join the OCS MCS, I will say, if you have OTQ pending, don't do this. Whether you have OTQ pending or not, you should do this. So minimum work I will highlight. Some work I will say, you don't need to worry. First of all, finish your OTQ and come. So we will help you with that when you join. So can I repeat? Right? Can I repeat? Can I repeat? There are 10 stages in our program. There are 10 stages in our program. 5 stages I have explained to you now. Right? 5 stages I have explained to you now. OTQ stand for objective testing questions. OTQ stand for objective testing questions. 1 second. Right. So now there are 10 stages in our program. There are 10 stages in our program. 5 stages I told you. The balance 5 stages are sixth one. Sixth one is very interesting. That is what you call, sixth one is very interesting. Sixth one is what we call refresh theory. What do you mean by refresh theory? I told you before. Refresh theory is refreshing your E pillar, P pillar, F pillar theory. Refreshing your E pillar, P pillar, F pillar theory. Stage number 6 is that. Stage number 7 is called practice. Stage number 7 is called practice. Practice is, we give you mock number 1, question paper and the answer both. We give you question paper and answer both. For you to get a practice, for you to get a feel about what kind of questions are going to come, what kind of answers you need to write. Stage number 8 is called reality. These are good news. We have an exam engine developed in 2015 when Sema developed their exam engine. So we have an exam engine in the world that has been used by most number of students for a longest period of time. Very similar to Sema exam engine. Our exam engine is available for you to do mock number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the exam engine. When you do those mocks on the exam engine, you get a rehearsal practice available. We mark them, send you the marks. We tell you where you are weak. We tell you where you are strong. All that help will be done by us. That is called stage number 8. Stage number 9 is called one-to-one review. One-to-one review is each your mock paper will be reviewed by one of our lecturers and we will provide you individual support. 10th stage is called revision. Those are the 10 steps that we do. But other than this, actually there are 12 steps in that sense. There is a power mock available. So other than this, what is available, let me tell you. Power mock, PI, finance mock, those 3 also will come in. PI is possible issues. We give you a superb document of what is likely to come that covers quite a large area, but we have always seen exam day questions for MCS and OCS are coming from our possible issues as well. So this is the full details of our course. I'm going to answer the questions, and when I complete my 1 hour, I'm going to ask a question from you. See how many people can respond to it. I'm going to ask a question when I finish 1 hour. That means I have 6 more minutes. In 6 minutes, I'll give you the question. Let me answer the questions. Nana is saying, do I need to buy E2, F2, P2 books? No, you don't need to. I am under Master Gateway. No problem, Nana. We have so many people coming from the Master Gateway. That's not a problem at all. From all over the world, so many people are coming in from the Master Gateway. You don't need to do any additional work, but since you're coming from the master gateway, when you join the course, we'll have a separate help for you to cover your E2, P2, F2 area. Look at a question from Carrie 1, Bruce. Please, I'm coming from gateway student. Do I need to revise all 3 pillars before I write the exam? You don't need to do it. As part of MCS course, we will refresh your knowledge. That is the step number 6 I told you. Carrie, are you clear on that? Nana, are you clear on that? Are you clear on that? Both of you all, you should be clear on that, or anyone who is coming from the master gateway should be clear on that. Very good. Do we get the power mock and the PI at the start of the MCS program? No. Power mock and the PI is coming during last 10 days. Because after you do 6 marks, we come and hit you with the power mock. Power mock is what are the theory questions that can come. Possible issues are what are the likely questions that can come. So, someone is asking timetable for MCS, don't worry. When we start tomorrow, you will get the timetable for MCS and the SCS. For the international students, are the courses in 100% English language? Yes, like today, the course will be 100% English language. Okay, so now, let me see whether I have answered all your questions. Okay, time for MCS and SCS. Please send an email to info@nanaska.com or send me a WhatsApp message. So I will be able to help you with all those questions. You can send me a WhatsApp message. This is my number. You can send me a WhatsApp message, so I'll be able to help you. The classes are starting from tomorrow for OCS MCS, but tomorrow is only an introduction. So tomorrow is not a very critical session, don't worry. But send me a message or send us an email, we'll give you the full details. Okay, my question is this. Right? My question is this. Can you name the 5 steps that we do? Don't type 1 and press enter. Type all 5 and press enter. Type all 5 and press enter. There are 10 stages in our course. I want you to tell me what the first 5 are. There are 10 steps in the course. Type in 1 line and press enter. Don't type KYP and press enter. There are 5 stages available. Type all 5 and press enter. I'll give you 2 minutes and we will see how many people can give the right answer. I'll give 2 minutes. I'm very happy. Many people are writing it right. I'm very, very happy. Okay. In MCS, will you cover all 10 or just 6 to 10? In MCS, we'll cover all 10. 1 to 10 is covered for MCS and OCS both. I'm very happy. A lot of people are giving right answers. I'm very happy. Thank you very much. So that means you have been listening to it. And I'm very happy. Is it advisable to register for MCS? Yes, of course. Why not? Right? So if you want the link for tomorrow and all that, you are not going to ask it here, my dear friends, right? You send an email to info@nanaska.com. Generally, they reply emails almost 24 hours. So let me finish what I wanted to say today. Let me finish the other parts that I wanted to say. When you join our course, we give you the access to an online forum. We are one of the best LMS in town, learning management system. We are one of the best learning management system. I can show it to you if you want. But there, what you see is, you see all the videos are recorded, all the recorded videos are there, all the recorded audios are there, all the documents are available. That is one place where you can come and learn about the course. So I can, if you want, I can show it to you now as well. If you want, I can show it to you now as well. Some people are saying, why not you show it? So why not I show it then? Right? So the learning session will management level case study. It might work like this. Welcome to Nanaska, KYP, KYI, ground rules, deep dive, core activities, refresh theory, practice mocks, reality mocks. It goes like that. You see in the reality mock number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then you have financial mock, past papers. All the past papers are also available on the forum. All the past papers are also available on the forum, but not only the past paper. No point of giving the past paper for you. You will get videos and audios about the past paper as well. Not only the past paper, you will get videos and audios about the past paper as well. So if I go into February 2020, not only the exam paper is available, but then the videos are available about that past paper. Videos will be available about the past paper. So not that you need to read the paper on your own, but the videos will be available where I have analyzed the past.
We discussed before. There is a video available on. From a business perspective, discuss again this change. So first one is what will be the impact for the value chain? What will be the impact for the value chain? Question number 1.
So
question number 2.
So likewise, what we do is we'll give you the videos on the past paper. Otherwise, you can't read the past papers. You don't have time. We'll give you the video, so it will be, your life will be easier. Very similarly, KYP, know your pre-scene. But know your pre-scene is not only the Sema pre-scene. The videos are available where I analyze the pre-scene. So these are the last time videos because the MCS pre-scene is not yet issued, but you will be able to get an idea. It is not only the pre-scene, but it is, I explain the pre-scene for you guys. Where I explain the pre-scene for you guys, where I explain
design and production both. Now, design comes under the director Mary, who is looking after marketing, sales, distribution. Production director is different. So there is a overlap there. The injection molding process required design to take up create a texture, a logo.
Right. So likewise, we don't leave you alone to do your own work. We do many videos and audios to make your life easier and send it to you continuously, so you will be able to get a great idea about. So all the past papers are available, videos are available, each mock paper. Look at the mock papers, each mock paper. Where are the mock papers? I'm sorry. They are available in the reality section. Each mock paper, you will get a separate video as well. Each mock paper, you get the answer for the mock paper, mock 5 question paper, mock 5 answer, mock 5 video. So all what I'm trying to tell you is, we are not trying to, wow, can't you see me and hear me? Did you see the forum or did you not? One, Michael is saying that you could not. I'm sure it's okay now, right? I'm sure it's okay now, right? Okay, very good. Okay, so very good, very good. So basically, we do the videos and send it to you because then your life is easier, right? Can I answer the question? Can we access the previous lectures later in case if you miss? Yes. If you miss a session, the recorded version is available for you to go and watch. You should. Our team will follow up with you on that as well. Should you have a username and password? Yes. When you join the course, we'll give you the username and password. When are you creating the WhatsApp platform? Tomorrow. Right. So now let me finish. Let me take my time now, right? I'll answer the questions a little later. Right? I'll answer the questions a little later. The course is we connect you and myself and my lecturers will get connected through this forum that I've shown you. Right? Other than that, we have a very active WhatsApp group. We have an absolutely active WhatsApp group. The idea of the WhatsApp group is to send you messages at different times. Whenever you go somewhere, you will be able to quickly watch. You will be able to quickly watch we will be able to quickly watch some of the quick messages that we send. In the WhatsApp, we do send you some quick videos as well. Mostly audios, I'm sorry. Mostly audios will come to you. So whenever you go to office, whenever you come back from the office, you can listen. We believe some of you guys may be working. Some of you guys may be in the university. So you have a lot of other works to be done as well. So we facilitate you to pass by making your life easier. That is why online forum is available. If you miss a lecture, don't worry, recorded version is available. Many other new videos we do and send it to you. Past papers, we don't want you to go and read. It is boring, time consuming. I do a video about the past paper and send it to you. I'll do a video about the past paper and send it to you. Then your life becomes very interesting. You can get the key points quickly. Pre-scene, we don't ask you to read it on your own. I take the pre-scene to the screen, go through paragraph by paragraph live, and the videos also will come separately. So therefore, we believe that we need to help you to pass. We believe if you fail, we fail. So we do whatever it takes to ensure you pass. We do whatever it takes to ensure you pass. Right? So this is the introduction that I wanted to give you about the course. This is to help you to understand what you do with us. Our mock papers are absolutely based on the pre-scene, very similar to what you're going to get on the exam. Very, very similar. I can take some examples and show it to you. When you talk to some of our old students, they'll come and help you. And you can be in touch with us 24/7, 365 days a year, continuously, because in online education, we can't meet once a week and pass the exam. You can't. Whenever you want to ask a question, you can ask a question in the WhatsApp group. Whenever you want to ask a question, you can ask a question in the forum. WhatsApp group is easier. We will respond for those questions quicker. Okay. I want to give you now 5 minutes to ask questions. Please type your questions now. Anything that you wanted to ask, please do type. Anything that you wanted to ask, please do type. 5 minutes for you to ask questions. 5 minutes for you to ask questions. Please type all the questions so I can answer. Someone is asking price. Please send an email to info@nanaska.com. They will update you on that. Please send an email to info@nanaska.com. They will update you. Memory is an interesting topic. There are certain things that you got to memorize. I'll tell you later when you join. I mean, there are 12 things that you get to memorize from the pre-scene. We ask you to memorize it. It's easy to memorize. You write it down 5 times, paste it on the paper. Not these were the Nanaska. I'm at the Nanaska. I'm today at Nanaska. I'm at the Nanaska Student Support Center. We have a student support center. We have a library to this side. I don't know whether I can show it to you. We have a library to this side. So you can come here if you are in Sri Lanka only and do do your work. There's a coffee machine on the other side. You can meet your fellow students, provided you are in Sri Lanka. But anyway, what I was saying. So you write and paste it. You write and paste it on the paper on the place where you study. You see it continuously. Then you will never forget. So we'll talk about that. How will you assist me to develop confidence and the ability to write an answer worthy of full marks? What we do with you is, after you do the mock papers, we go through your answers one by one. We go through your answers one by one and help you to say, look here, you have done a great job here. Please continue. This area you need to improve. That support is given. Exam has an impact from your motivation. Some people are really motivated without doing a lot of work. Some people have done a lot of work, but they are not motivated. That is bad. We have a lot of things to ensure that you are motivated. Unless you go to the exam believing I'm going to pass, you should go to the exam. I will pass. Whatever it comes, I don't care, I'll pass. Unless you go with that motivation, it becomes difficult. Or when you go with that motivation, it becomes easier. When you go that with more, so we will take care of that. What should I do to pass well? Well, that is what you call PWP, Prize Winners Program. That is what you call PWP, Prize Winners Program, where we will tell you what you need to do a very high mark. That will be done separately when you join. Right? So can I answer rest of the question? I still got to clear P2 and E2 for OTQ. I contacted Nanaska last week. They put me in the June class. Should still join with the case study? Up to you. If you have P2 and E2 pending, you got to tell me, what do you think about it? What work you have done for E2 and P2? Can you join for the May case study class in tomorrow? And by April 2nd week, can you complete P2, E2? Then please join. Or you have the option of joining little later for the August. Option is with you. We can have a chat. You can send me a WhatsApp message. What about OTQ? How we will do it? I'm not clear because you said you don't know anything about OTQ. So I'll have to clarify with you separately. I'm planning to MCS late this year after OTQ or early next year. Am I too early to prepare now? Or should I join the next batch after I finish OTQ? The case study is different for the next year. So either you can join now if you are confident that you can finish the OTQ in the first week of April, or you can complete the OTQ, send an email to info@nanaska.com. If you want some support on the OTQ, you can send us an email. We'll support you on the OTQ. Don't worry. If you want some support on the OTQ, send me a message. I'll support you on the OTQ. What if a student does not pass the first time sitting in? Is there a discount? Yes, there is a discount. Write to info@nanaska.com. They will support you. Must I register for May 2021 MCS now, or is it too close? Not too close. We are starting only tomorrow. I came through gateway route. I want to know if it is advisable. No problem. The people who come through gateway route, we have additional help available. So do I need to do a OTQ before MCS registration? No. Exam booking is very close to the exam day. By that day only you need to complete OTQ, join the course and start. What if a student does not pass? The same question that is repeated because he was worried whether I will not answer. Did I answer all your questions? Any other questions that I did not answer, please type so I can complete it now. Any question that I did not answer, please type. Meaning of WPM. WPM is words per minute. How many words you type for each minute? That's a critical factor. What we do in the course is we ask you to type 20 minutes for 3 days, see what your WPM is, categorize into low, medium, high, and we give you different strategies. If your WPM is 32, the way you write needs to be different from the student whose WPM is 22. That's a very critical factor. So we do a separate program on WPM. We do a separate program on the writing skills, as I mentioned. So, Channa, if you are directly coming into MCS, you don't need to do OTQ. Maybe I am not, maybe I done a mistake. Right? Okay, so this is what I wanted to highlight for you guys. So I don't want to take a lot of time. My today's session is going to be 1 hour and 30 minutes. My today's session is going to be 1 hour and 30 minutes. That means I have 15 more minutes available. I have 15 more minutes available. Randil is asking where is the Nanaska is located. Send me a WhatsApp message. I'll share my location now. It's in Kalpiti. It's in Kalpiti. You have a library for you to come and study if you're in Sri Lanka. Anyone in Sri Lanka, come and study in the library. You have the textbooks, you have the leadership books. You can book and come and study in the library. But I'll send you, Randil, send me a WhatsApp message. I'll share my location. So you can come even now. Okay, so I have 15 more minutes available. I have 15 more minutes available. Did I answer all the questions? Can I go to the last 15 minutes? I have 14 minutes left. Did I answer all the questions? Can I go to the last 14 minutes? Okay. No restrictions. Limited number of people can come in. Okay. So let me move on. Send me a message. This is my mobile number. Please send me a message. Whatever that you want to clarify. Send me a WhatsApp message. I'll be able to help you with. Send me a WhatsApp message. I'll be able to. Sema is trying to build a better CEO. We are not concentrating on hardcore financial accounting. I'm a part of Sema Global Council. That is what we are exactly driving. You should have that in mind. Therefore, exam day questions are going to be more practical. It is not memorizing theory. Hassan, I come from Gateway, no OTQs. Yes, no OTQs. Coming from Gateway, you are lucky, directly come to MCS. Welcome, join with us, we'll talk more. Sema exams are about not memorizing the theory. It is about applying and resolving day-to-day issues. My experience as a COO, Chief Operating Officer, CFO, Chief Financial Officer, CEO of a companies and listed companies, I can share what are the practical issues we face in the companies, what do we do to resolve them, because that is what will be there on the exam day. When you join Nanaska, we ensure you enjoy the course with us. I mean, it can't be boring. Life has to be fun. Life is too short to worry about things. What we do is we make the class very interesting. There'll be videos, there'll be questions, there'll be photo sharing sessions, there'll be a lot of things that are coming in. We'll have people from different countries, different cultures. We have people from different countries, different cultures. So we share the pictures of different things. So we'll enjoy the course. So it has to be fun. It can't be a boring course. Other than that, we have Nanaska Connect. Nanaska Connect is about to get you the jobs that are suited for you. We are connected to many large companies in the world, locally and globally. We connect you to the right jobs. We will help you to do your CVs better. We will help you to face to the interviews better. There will be programs available. All of them will be available for all of our students under Nanaska Connect. Nanaska Connect is for that. Then we have a program called Your Life is Your Life. Your life is your life is a program to ensure you enjoy your life. That also is available free for you, where we talked about how do you live a happy life. I am worried to see so many qualified people worrying about their life, worrying about their things that is happening. They're not enjoying the life. So how shall you enjoy the life? Some hints will be shared with us, shared with you by us. That program is called Your Life is Your Life. So Nanaska, we don't want to just ensure you pass the exam. Of course you will pass the exam, but that's not good enough. We go beyond. We ensure you become a happy CEO one day, where we give the individual career guidelines would be provided from my end. I talk to you about your job, how we can improve, how we can help, what shall be your next job, should you move now, should you not move now, which department you should go and work, to for you to be a CEO of a great listed company. The journey help is provided by us. So all those comes in as a package. So join with us. We will take care of your exams. You can send an email right now. You can send an email right now. My team is there on the other side. They will reply right now. Send the email to info@nanaska.com. You can copy to ovin@nanaska.com if you want. You can copy to ovin@nanaska.com if you want, so you will be able to get a quick response. So that's what I wanted to share. All of us deserve to have a happy life. No point of looking at only the negative things happening in the world. Even at home, even with COVID, a lot of things are not going great. But always there's a silver line. Always there's a positive in it. So I want you to realize that side as well. I want you to learn how you will look at things positively, how you will look at the positives of your partners, parents, brothers, sisters. I mean, your father might not be the best father, but forget about his weaknesses. Tell him that he is great for the good things that he got. Same thing with your mother. Go and tell how great they are. Don't try to fight with them. It's not worth. So how you have a happy life, how you make your family a happier family is also a topic that we'll be discussing. Sema is going on an entirely different journey. It's going to be a very aggressive educational institute. You know, they allowed exams to be done from home during the COVID period. That is how they reacted. When you become part of Sema, you get that DNA into you. The DNA will come to you. At Sema, we take decisions fast, move ahead fast. During COVID period, we allow people to do the exams at home. So that's the institute that you're going to be part of. So thank you very much for joining today's session. I have 7 more minutes to answer your question. Thank you very much for joining today's session. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining with Nanaska. Join our MCS and OCS courses today. If you know anyone who is doing MCS, if you know anyone who is doing OCS, please pass the message of what I told you today. Go and tell that to different people and ask them to write an email to info@nanaska.com so we can ensure you pass. If you fail, we fail. So we do whatever it's required to ensure you pass. Tomorrow we are starting both MCS and OCS. I'm done. I have 5 more minutes, 6 more minutes available to answer if there are any questions available. Are there any questions? So you can take the last 5 minutes to send the email out to info@nanaska.com. You can send the last 5 minutes to send the email out for the last 5 minutes. So looking forward to receiving the link for tomorrow. Did you register already? Did you send an email, Aris, already? Yes, then no problem, my dear. Then no problem. So class time, Taridu, it is 6:30 p.m. tomorrow Sri Lankan time, but you can send an email as well. Send an email to Aris. I got your point. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow and we'll ensure you pass. And trust me, you will enjoy the course. Trust me, you will enjoy the course. So others, send an email to info@nanaska.com, info@nanaska.com, and enjoy the early discount, enjoy the course and pass the exam. Be a happy CEO, happy Sema professional. So if there are no more questions, shall we say goodbye? And you can take last 5 minutes to send the email out, or you can send the email out right now. Yes, I'm getting some of the WhatsApp messages. Okay, all the best. Very goodbye. Be in touch. Goodbye. All the very best. Bye.